Howdy y'all and welcome to Lax Lives. This is Lacander and I am doing a Lac Plays Minecraft. What are you doing out of your pen? Look at that little guy. Are you out of your pen? Why aren't you in your pen? Where's the gate? I can't believe we have an escapee here. The gate is all the way around on this end. Let's see. I've got some weed on me though. Hey little guy. You need to come back and get in your pen. So this is episode 9, and we are going to build, or at least start on, a barn today. Now I did a little work off camera, and cleaned out a little spot over here, filled in some dirt. Turns out there's a huge canyon underneath of this. Somewhere around here is actually a pit down, I thought. Did I fill that in too? Weird. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah, see right here was the entrance to my cave. If you remember when I went caving behind my house here. And I filled in quite a bit. This is going to be a spot for pigs. Actually, right there's some pigs. Let's go get some pigs. I didn't really show you how to get the cows, but I guess I just led that little calf over there. So I'm going to get some... I don't know why I can't just do one thing on my episodes. Every time I start an episode, I say, this is what we're going to do, and then I wander off and do something else. You know what? I don't have any carrots yet. I think those are potatoes? Yes. Do I have a hoe on me? I do. I only got 3 potatoes from that. I need a lot more. Oh, I got 2 hoes on me actually. What is this? 1, 2, 3. Probably going to be moving all this stuff too. I want to move the wheat especially away from the water's edge here, and actually have a nice little field up here when I get the barn going. I don't have any carrots. I got to have carrots to be able to do the pigs. Right? I don't have any carrots on me. No. So I can't lead the pigs back to their pen. I also need to make one for the chickens. But I don't have anything ready for the chickens yet. But I wanted to put up a barn for us. Especially with some of the new stuff. Oh, speaking of the new stuff, this is Minecraft 1.6 pre-release. Official release date is going to be on Monday, July 1st, but the pre-release came out today. Now I'm going to put it right here next to this fence. I'm actually going to take down the fence and just have it against the barn here. Now, I don't know how high I'm going to want the barn. Oh, you know what? I can't get out because of this. Doo-doo-doo. Oops. I did chop down a bunch of trees. Probably not enough. I thought I'd go with the oak wood here. So now let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll have the barn come out a little bit more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to do one on the top here, and you saw when I did it with my house, I have to start it before I can get it to lay the way I want. So these are going to be beam here across the barn. And now I'm going to switch this one here, and we're going to do a beam this way so that the beam is resting on this other beam to give it support. Now, not that it needs support because our blocks are all anti-grav anyways. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Well, it doesn't help that I just fell, but I forgot to start the timer again. You'd think, start an episode, start the timer. There we go. Alright, now, I don't know how far over I'm going to bring the barn. maybe here. We'll just eye it here. How many was that? I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have a beam going across this way, and well, might as well just do this. And the beam going across this way, and then we can cut these two back out. I'm probably gonna have to go cut down some more wood. I don't know if I've got enough beams here. Alright, and then we'll do that. So yeah, when I was in the theater last week, I guess the week before that too, when I went to see Man of Steel. I always want to call it Superman. I should do this from the other side so I know where they meet. Actually, I should jump to the ground here. I should probably eat so I fill back up on health so all this jump to the ground doesn't kill me. When I was in the theater to watch Man of Steel, which isn't Superman, and well, I mean it's Superman, but it's not called Superman. Even though I call it Superman, even when I bought my ticket, I'm like, hey, I want a ticket for Superman. At least the guy knew what I was talking about. 5. 1 up to bring this across. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go get more wood. We'll get this one started here. And we'll grab these two. And then, much like how my story stops, because I can't, whoops, I can't do something and think at the same time apparently. But yeah, so while I was in there in the theater, I saw a poster, huge poster. It was pretty cool looking. 4 sides to the poster, 4. And each side had a different person's face on it, and it was for a new movie coming out called His Mortal Instruments, City of Bone. And I thought, hey, I see that book all the time, and the title of it intrigues me. So I, being the person that I am, like to read the books before the movies come out. Why did I switch off of my axe? Blaming my mouse. Been having some mouse issues. And so I went ahead and got the His Mortal Instruments trilogy. And then I saw today in the store that there's actually another set called the Infernal Instruments, maybe? I think that's what it was called, so I assume that's related to the other series, maybe not. It really seems like it though, if she's gonna have the same, she being the author. Cassandra, maybe? Claire? If that's not the author's name, I'm sorry. I don't remember what it is. But, yeah, so I saw the poster. Poster's got, I don't think it's actually called a poster. It's one of those big cardboard stands. And each side, I'm going to go sleep so I don't get killed by zombies or whatnot. Each side's got a different picture on it, and so you walk around it and you look at the different sides, and so one side's like mundane, instrument of goods, chosen, instrument of goods, warlock, instrument of chaos, shadow hunter, instrument of, maybe mundane wasn't even on there. I'm pretty sure there was. Maybe it's bigger than 4 sides. Maybe it was 5 sides. I honestly cannot remember right now what it looked like. The Destroyer, Instrument of Evil. And I'm like, ooh, that kind of really makes me want to read the book. That really intrigues me. And so I did. I went and I grabbed the trilogy. I'm currently halfway through the second one. So I want to talk a little bit about the first one, since the movie coming out is going to be based off the first one. The first one's called His Mortal Instruments, City of Bone. Or City of Bones. I don't remember if it's Bone or Bones. But yeah, it was not bad. It wasn't spectacular. I don't think it was as good as Hunger Games. It's more like a better version of Twilight, kind of. I really gotta stop reading the teenage girl romantic urban fantasy books. Urban fantasy is usually magic and monsters in a modern day setting. Um, but yeah, so I guess spoilers here a little bit. The book is about this girl named Clary, which is short for Clarissa. And yeah, she goes out to a club and sees these people lure this kid into a back room, and one of them has a knife. So she tells her friend, and he goes to get the bouncer at the club. I'm assuming they snuck in underage, or maybe the club caters to 15-year-olds, I don't know. But I think they're 16 actually in the book, 16. No, her birthday, she just turned 16 in the book. And so how much wood did I get? I got 45 oak wood. So yeah, so she follows him in there, and as she gets in there, she sees that they've been fighting, and the one guy with the knives, he pulls out his knife, or he still got his knife out, he's got a different knife out, something. Anyways, they kill the guy, and that she saw him lure in there. And then he kind of crumples up into a ball and disappears. And they're shocked that she can see them, because she shouldn't be able to see them. And alright, I'm going to jump down and see what that looks like. Do I like that? Can't tell, right? Still needs more work. Now, I'm going to put a door here, and I want to put 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How far did I move that over? Oh, yep, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 3. And then, oh, I can't do it. I want that to hang out either side a little bit. And so yeah, so they I don't even remember exactly how it happens, but I don't know if I like that. I might actually switch this out for different colored wood around the edges of my door instead of the logs. I like the logs for support. A lot of barns that I've been in actually have huge logs as their support beams. Have I been in a lot of barns? I don't know, I've been in 3 or 4 at least. That's probably more than average, so and then I think I'll put the other door on this side. And we'll off-center it a little bit here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should probably put it inside the boundaries of the barn, huh? But yeah, so the kid who she saw with the knife, all the kids are like her age that the book's about, of course. I need this at least here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This might be too wide. I might have to shorten these down to my plan is to sorta make it look like a barn door. Maybe with I've seen them where they put the doorway inside the bigger barn door. So that's kind of my plan. Alright. Now, I want to make it the spruce wood, so I went and chopped down a bunch of spruce wood. And then we'll start filling this in. But yeah, so her and the kid with the knife. I shouldn't have jumped down. I can't get back up there now. They meet up, and he wants to know how come she can see people. Oh, I don't know if I explained that the kid disappeared because he was a demon, the one that they killed. Anyways, I guess I don't want to give away the whole story, but yeah. So, long story short, whoa, is that the wrong way on that? No, it's not. I thought it was facing. I don't know what way I thought it was facing. All right, let's see if I like that. Oh yeah. I'll knock out some windows when I get farther. But yeah. Anyways, they take her back to this place called the Institute, where it's kind of their home, and there are these things called shadow hunters, which are not human precisely. Well, I believe they are humans. They just have a resistance to magic, so that they are capable of taking runes, which are kind of like tattoos that I think some of them are permanent, but some of them burn off of you when the magic is used. Although in the books they say, oh, you know, it's not magic. Don't call it magic. Magic's something that the other people use, not us. And so yeah. Anyways, they want to take her back because they want to know how come she can see them, because she saw right through their glamour magic, which is supposed to make them invisible. And then the shocking reveal is that she is the daughter of a shadow hunter who's been hiding her in the mundane world, they call it. And then hijinks ensue. I'm really kind of surprised they're making a movie out of it. I mean, I'm not totally surprised they're making a movie out of it. It was kind of fun to read. But it deals with a lot of topics I wouldn't have expected in a teenage level fantasy book. There's a lot of racism in the book, but it's the shadow hunters think they're better than everybody else and really look down on what they call the downworlders. And then there's a lot of hatred between the different types of downworlders. Downworlders are humans and half humans. So like there's the fairy folk who are half human, half angel, and there's the warlocks who are half human, half demon, and then there's the vampires and the werewolves. Yeah, I can only sleep at night. You see what it looks like outside? You don't think this is late enough to go to sleep? It's pretty dark out here. But the vampires and the werewolves are humans who have been infected with some kind of demon virus. I don't know what is going on with my screen there. Like, what is that? I don't know what's going on. They won't let me sleep. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I slept in there before I started the video to make it daylight. I don't know what happened. It's strange. Alright, well, I'm gonna go up top on here then, since they won't let me sleep. And now the next thing I want to do is I'm gonna need some logs out across here. And so how many blocks across is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be center. So I guess I want one out here and here. So this will be our mow, which is, I'm out of logs. I need more logs. But that'll be our mow. Ooh, I hear skeletons. I don't want to be out here in the dark. Please let me sleep. I don't know if it's going to let me sleep, though. Oh, that's better. I wonder what it was doing before. Was it trying to kill me by shoving me in the wall? That was really weird. I'm curious. Well, I can't sleep at night. Dang it, I was going to go jump back in my bed and see if I couldn't replicate that. I did it twice, or 3 times. I don't know what kind of bug that was, but... it being that it's 1.6 and they added a whole bunch of new stuff, creeper in my forest, I thought that maybe that was a new sleep animation or something. Please don't blow up in my forest, creeper. But yeah, so there's a lot of racial hatred between the different groups. Oh, and they just said in the second book that werewolves. In the first book, they said it's from a disease that demons caused, and in the second book here, they said that not only was it the disease that the demons caused, but it was actually 2 diseases. This is lycanthropy and vampirism. The diseases are actually designed to be warriors against each other, and so they are predisposed to hate each other, and so they have no choice but the werewolves and the vampires to hate each other. And at least that's what the one character believes, so who knows if that's true, but yeah, I think that's all the Downworlder people. They showed fairy, warlocks, and vampires and lycanthropes. Lycanthropes. However you want to say it. And I don't know, it's pretty, I guess, I only thought the book was good. It wasn't great. Like, if you want to read some urban fantasy, go read Kim Harrison's Rachel Morgan series. Those are awesome. Or the Dresden Files. Those are awesome. Oop, broke my axe. I got another one though. And who else have I read? Who writes Kushiel's books? I can't remember her name, but she just had a new one out too. Look up Kushiel's Dart. That's a fairly mature book, so I wouldn't recommend it to most people. But her new series is urban fantasy, although it might be a little mature as well. Dresden Files, though, that's kind of a PG-13 and Rachel Morgan's kind of a PG-13 maybe. I don't know. Of course, this book that I'm reading now is maybe a PG-13 or I don't know. The language gets a bit much sometimes. And the subject material is pretty mature for what I was expecting. We have these big giant dirt pillars because I keep forgetting to... I jump down instead of digging down. Let's see. They're pretty violent, of course, because it is a fantasy novel. You don't really do too many not violent fantasy novels. And then, what else we got going in that book? Oh yeah, the big one. There's a reveal at the end that there might be some incest going on too. I was shocked by that. Not that this is the first book I've ever read that had incest in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's about where I wanted it anyways. Now on this side I'm going to space them different, so we're going to put these at the 3 marks here. 3. Did I do that right? I came over 2 on that one. Let me cut this out. I want it over one more. Yeah, I've read, what's that book called? Flowers in the Attic. Oh, that was smart. Cut it down, put it back. Read that one a long time ago. That's all that book's about. Well, I guess that's not all that book's about, but also shocking to me the first time I read it. I guess I don't know. I don't even know why I read it. That's not even my kind of book. I don't like, I don't even know what you call that. But yeah, it's not for His Mortal Instruments, not for everybody. I don't know what they're gonna do with the incest thing, especially because it's okay. When I say incest, I mean they've got a brother and sister that are in love with each other. I don't mean that they're actually necessarily committing incestuous relationship, maybe. I don't know what you call it. Anyways, I wasn't expecting it. You know what, cows? You can't go in there. You're not allowed in there. And, you know what? I totally jumped down again. That's alright. I'm going to be putting some ladders up to get up in the haymow. You know, once I get the planks on there, or the planks, some windows in here, this might not be half bad. I know it's brown and not red, but barns don't have to be red. I'm also going to add a stone building on the side, because a lot of barns have like a little working parlor on the sides. So I'm probably going to dig out some more around it here and add some also, which is pretty cool, and I'm going to show you this before we quit here. This is something new in the game. So I got wheat, right? And what I want to do is I want to make these new blocks. And so they've got these new hay bales in the game. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of wheat together. And my plan is to have some hay bales up in my hay mow. Come on. Oh, I totally didn't put in any floor. Let's get some floor in here. Just a little bit so I can put down this hay bale so I can show you. Oop. Oh, well, I'll pick it back up in a minute. So we'll put some floor in here. And then what I'll do is I will put some hay bales down. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? A hay bale. And then if you've ever been in a barn, you know that the floors are not the cleanest. Now, the farms I've been in all have cement floors. But you know what? We don't have cement. So what I want to do is I want to take these hay bales and put it down so it looks like the floor is covered in hay. Just like that. Isn't that awesome? So I'm gonna put some dirt in here maybe. I have to separate it though so that it doesn't get the grass on it, because we don't want grass growing on the dirt on the inside of the barn. But I see you trying to get in here. I see you. Can you pick this back up with a pickaxe? Yeah. I'm not sure. It's a brand new block. I don't know how it's used. Really? I can't fit through here. But yeah, so if you're not afraid of... nope, cow. Back. Bad cow. You know, and then maybe we can put out a hay bale here, you know, for the cows to eat on. It's kind of fun. Actually, do I have some wheat left? Let's make another calf here. Gotta keep feeding them to get more calves. But yeah, so if you're not afraid of some more maybe mature-ish themes. Now I've read Twilight, and Twilight is, in my opinion, terrible. I didn't care for the books. I haven't seen the movies. I always threaten that I'm gonna watch all the movies as a marathon with people, and then I chicken out every time. I just can't bring myself to watch it. Twilight, of course, is a huge phenomena, and, you know, the books are like, I don't even know what they're supposed to be, but the books to me are like, they're all from the point of view of the main character, who's this girl who wants to be a vampire after she finds out vampires exist. She doesn't really care about anything else but becoming a vampire. And she barely has any emotions in the book. So I know they complained about what's her face not having any emotions in the movie, but that's not really her fault when she doesn't have them in the book either. And I mean, they talk about, oh, the great romance between Bella and Edward, I want to say. But really all she wants is to be a vampire, and she begs him and begs him and begs him a dozen times at least in the series to make her a vampire, and he doesn't want to. But yeah, so since everything's from her point of view, anything that she doesn't see isn't in the book. And so the author, whose new book or new movie coming out, The Host, I actually do want to see because I really like that book. Maybe not a lot, but it was really good compared to Twilight. The Host. So if you thought Twilight was good, you're probably not gonna like. Oh no 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 no! Not my piggy. Did you see that thing try to kill my piggy? Come on, boy. We got your nice little pen right here. Come on, piggy. Oh, there are creepers in my barn. Oh. Oh, and they got my pig. Well, I guess that's the end of pigs. Look, they got part of my barn. They blew a giant hole. There's the cavern I told you was down there. Oh, and he survived. Ooh, I'm almost dead. Or not dead. I'm almost out of food. Or hunger. Anyways, yeah, Twilight. So everything's from her point of view, and this book's the same. Pretty much everything's from the girl's point of view. The difference is that Stephanie Myers is really good at building up the suspense, and there wasn't really a whole lot of suspense in these Mortal Instrument books. But there is a lot of action in the Mortal Instrument books, and there is almost none in the Twilight series. Everything is a big build-up, and then nothing happens. Book 1 from Twilight. Build-up, girl gets knocked unconscious. Everything's from her point of view, so you don't see the fight. Book 2, he thinks she's dead. He's going to kill himself. And she shows up and says, hey, I'm still alive. Book 3, they're making a big vampire army to kill her, and they get their own vampire army and werewolf army to fight, and then they move her someplace else, and you get to read about 2 fights, not the 2 armies fighting each other. Book 4, they think that they have a vampire child, and so the council's going to come kill them, and it's told them that there's no discussion, they're going to kill them, and they show up and they go, hey, look, she's not a vampire, and the council goes, oh yeah, she's not a vampire, and then they go home. And I'm like, seriously? You didn't have one thing really happen in your books on page. Everything is, oh yeah, this is going to happen, and it's taking place, but it's all outside the scope of the main character, so it's not on the page. So I really didn't like that. The host, on the other hand, almost everything that happens in the book happens while the main character's there, so you get to read about it all. And so it was a much better book, in my opinion. His Mortal Instruments, kind of on par with Twilight to me. There is a lot of romance stuff, and there is a love triangle going on between the main chick and I use the chick, not derogatorily. Chick is my word for girl that's younger than I am. And so the main girl is split between Shadowhunter boy and Mundane boy. Although the Mundane boy loves her, but she loves Shadowhunter, and Shadowhunter loves her, but they're brother and sister. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't got to the end yet to find out if they really are. There's an awful lot of forbidden romance kind of stuff. I mean, they kiss like once before they find out, and that's about all that's happened so far. So, I mean, it's not like Game of Thrones where you actually have a brother and sister who have children together. If you haven't read Game of Thrones, I'm sorry, but there's a spoiler. So, I mean, it hasn't reached that point yet. I'm not saying it won't get there, though. But we'll have to see. So I was really surprised that they're going to be making a movie out of it, but, yeah. If you like fantasy, check it out. There is some pretty cool stuff that goes on, but if you really want to read some good stuff, go read Rachel Morgan, or Dresden's probably, I don't know. I think I like the Rachel Morgan books better than Dresden books, but other people who've read them tell me the Dresden books are way better. Although the Dresden books are getting really good in the later books. It was a little more not serious in the beginning, I guess. And there's a lot more Dresden and Rachel Morgan books. So, Jim Butcher is the author of Dresden. Kim Harrison's the author of Rachel Morgan. Cassandra, I want to say it's Claire. Let me look real quick here. Google His Mortal Instruments. Can somebody tell me the author? Let's see. 6 young adult fantasy novels written by Cassandra Clare. What did I say her name was? I think I said Cassandra. And so yeah, there are 6. So weird. There's 6? I thought there were 3. City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels. So yeah, there are 3 other books to this series I didn't even know existed. Wow. I got 6 of these things to read. What about the Infernal ones? I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably let you know how the next one goes. This episode's already gone longer than it should have, so. And I will get more materials and figure out where I want to go in the barn. I need to add a roof to it yet. And I want to get, I need some more hay, of course. And, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the roof. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I gotta fill in this giant hole that the creepers left. Yeah, so next episode we'll probably be working on more stuff with the barn. Although I might go ahead and start the roof and stuff and get the I'll try and get the hay down on the floor and some dirt down on the floor so you can see what that looks like. And get the doors put in so I don't just have this double fence here. Yeah, smile 'em. Oh, and maybe come up with a name for the horse. I don't know. I don't know what to call the horse. I also want to head back out and get the pack mules. So, yeah. I guess that's all I've got for today. Please click on like if you like the episode. Subscribe if you want to make sure to catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.